My name is Sara Murphy, and I work for an organization called Transcend, which is a Rockville, Maryland, DC-based policy advising, think tank, technical assistance and training organization. But I also run a direct service program in San Francisco, California that does employment and community services for individuals with disabilities. Employment is beneficial for people with disabilities because it really does, it's a game changer for them. It really is, it changes the perspective of the community, it changes their position within their family, and the dignity that comes from being employed just can't be understated. And the paycheck doesn't hurt either. Employment really does transform people's lives. They go from being isolated and poor to having the money and the confidence to be out in the community and to be part of the community. We've also seen that they have friends and participate in life in a more active way and in their communities. And the social capital and social value that comes from that is equally important. Getting started on their employment journey needs to start early. It needs to start in school. It needs to start with work-based training and work-based opportunities, and we say high school, but very early. And parents and families also need to really encourage the idea of work and helping and participating through chores at home or small little ways that the person can really actively participate in the family. The idea of employment is built from day one. After high school, it's important. Services like Yooralla and the one that I run really do provide a wonderful service for people in getting to placement and with helping them to learn skills, helping them to build confidence in being in the community, helping them to discover who they are, what their strengths and interests are, and then also just helping employers to really understand how people with disabilities can add value to the workforce. So things are changing very, very quickly in today's service world. What we're seeing is that many families, due to inclusion in school, are really starting to expect open employment at the end of school when their students transition into the adult world. So in the United States, we're really moving away from sheltered facility-based employment and moving into what is called open employment here. And the expectation and the mindset that is the way to go is really expanding and increasing in today's world. And luckily we have the tools. We have the tools to do it. Customized employment being the keys to the kingdom. The idea of discovery and starting with a person's aspirations and strengths is first and foremost the most important thing of finding a good job, not just a job, but a career also. And then, we are also starting to understand that internships and work-based learning is so important. So those are increasing. Just community-based training in general. The idea that people are reticent and scared, kind of getting them out into the world and showing them that it's not such a scary place and that they can be successful. So teaching them to travel on the bus and teaching them to participate in the community is really an important part. So we're seeing that we can actually get people who in previous times would have been deemed unemployable into the work world successfully, and it's really an amazing time. Well, the barriers to employment are many, unfortunately, and it starts with expectations. People's expectations that they can't work, they don't, or there isn't a job for them is problematic. The other barrier, I think, is, people say it's the community's mindset is that people with disabilities can't work. But unfortunately, I don't think that's the case. One of the I think, big changes that we've seen in providing employment services for people with disabilities is that we now understand that part of our role is to really work hand in hand with employers, which takes a solid understanding of their business needs. So that demand side is where we have to go. So understanding business principles, understanding how we can translate the features of the individuals that we're serving into benefits for the employer, and really helping them to understand how the individual can really add value to their business and help the bottom line. Well, with customized employment, customized employment is a very beneficial way to work with employers. It's a real win-win for both the individual, because it starts with the discovery and really the individual's aspirations. You then use those to target employers that will fit like a glove. And then, the next piece is to really switch hats and go from being a social service person to an employment consultant. So you go in and you really learn about the business and really learn about their needs, and then match those needs with the candidate that you are working with. And it is, as I said, a complete win-win for everybody.